Hi, good friends. I hope you're doing well. Myself, I'm doing right over here, and welcome to Verified Soul once more, and welcome to this video. So, tell this to the single parents because this video is for the single parents that are intending to apply for the DV lottery or are selected or they are selectees in the DV lottery. I want to discuss two things about single parents because we have two categories of single parents. One category is maybe you have never gotten married in your life, but you have kids. And that means that even when getting the kid, delivering the kid, there was no manly figure that was there to claim paternity of the kid or the kids. Or if you're a man, the lady gave birth to the kid and left the kid immediately, and therefore you are the custodian of that child as a man. Category number two, you are a single woman because you have a relationship with a man, and therefore you have kids whose birth certificate have the name of the second parent as well as yours. And that means that during birth of your kids, that man was there to give you support and claim paternity of that kid. So you are in either of these situations or scenarios and you want to apply for the DV lottery, or you have been selected a winner in the DV lottery. So number one, if you are in either of those scenarios and you are intending to apply for the DV lottery, the first key point that you should note is that you are supposed to apply as single. And applying as single, number two, you have to add all of your kids. All of your kids must be lined up in the application. Those two things must be done. And then, if you get successful and you are selected, now the process begins. So, you proceed the way you did in the application, just as I have said. And then, when it comes to your kids and immigration, of course, no country will allow anyone to get out of the country with any kid without the consent of both the parents. And let me come clear. For the first case, that you are single and your kids, no one came to claim paternity. That means that you have the full custody over your child. That means the children belong to you solely, you alone. No one claims the other parenthood. In that case, you have nothing to worry about. You don't need to look for any consent. In any case, whose consent are you looking for? You don't have anyone claiming paternity. Even on the birth certificates, there is no indication of the other parent. It is only you. And therefore, that means these children belong to you. No consent is needed. You are right to go ahead and immigrate with them. You have the full custody over your children. So that is an easy case. But when it comes to the single parent who is maybe in a relationship or was in a relationship and the kids have the second name of the parent in their birth certificates. So there is someone claiming the parenthood of the children as well. So in this case is when you will be required to have the consent of the other parent. You cannot move out with the children without the consent of the other parent claiming parenthood of the children. And does not mean that it's a hard process. You just need to get the other parents to sign a consent letter. And it must be a notary consent letter, meaning before an advocate or a court. That is signed and stamped by the legal authority that the other parents intend the children to immigrate with you. So in this case, you will be required to look for that consent letter. And it should be notary. That should be noted. So if you are a single parent, I repeat, and you have another parent claiming parenthood of the children, then look for his or her consent. However, there is a second option. If at all you cannot reach the other parent, you were in the relationship long time ago and there's no way you can access this other parent, then you need to look for the full custody through a court, the full custody of your children. We call it the sole custody. And that means that before a court or an advocate, you will sign the sole custody of your children. And that means all of the decisions around your children be imposed on you, be transferred to you. And that means when you obtain the sole custody over your children, then you have the right to make all decisions, be it academic, be it immigration, about your children. You are allowed to do that. So that is the second option. If at all you cannot reach the other parent in whichever way, then you can go and seek to sign the sole custody over your children, and you'll have all the decisions over your children by yourself without needing any consent letter. Finally, remember that in this case, if you don't or you are unable to get the consent letter, you will not be allowed to get out of the country with your children. I hope, guys, this information for the single parents is clear. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you inform the others and educate them on this. And please like the video and share it out. And also subscribe if you have not yet. Let's meet in the next video.